Communities. Do you guys want to know how to have a highly engaged community and how to build it? Okay, so we're going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about the technical way to build a community today. I'm going to talk about something very different that people miss out and the reason why people aren't sticky. And one of the reasons why Ken is so successful at engaging people and building communities and is loved by so many people and is responsible for so many people's success. People want to belong, they want to fit in, they want to be part of something greater than themselves. As you've been here, have you felt like Ken's got a dream that's greater than you, that you want to be a part of? How many of you have felt that? How many of you haven't felt it? Has anybody not felt that? That's what I thought. Ken is amazing talking about the impact movies coming out. There's so many amazing things that he's doing. And we all have this natural desire to be something and do something greater than what we feel like we can do on our own. Would you guys really want to go to an event if you knew you weren't going to get anything out of it? And you weren't going to be part of, you didn't feel like you can achieve more than you could on your own? You'd stay home and watch TV. Because you get something out of that. It's a nice break, right? I used to be addicted to TV, I know. Are people going to keep going and keep coming back if they don't feel like there's a purpose for it? If you went and stood in line every day, and at the end of the day, you got a washer, and you only did it because everybody was doing it, would you just keep going back? They just gave you a little washer every day. You didn't have to, just stood in line. You might even be curious, like, what's going on? It says free washers outside. You may think you're getting a washing machine. Stand in line, they hand you a little washer. And I can go back and do that every day. There's got to be a purpose. So let me ask you something. For those of you in here that are trying to apply community building to your business, what's their purpose? What purpose are they going to get from you? What are they going to be part of that's greater than they can have on their own? What is it? Think about that. What is your culture? What is it that makes your culture unique? I'll tell you an organization I'm part of that's done a great job of that. CEO Space International. You come in, people walk up, what's your snap? The new people go, what? What's a snap? Okay? Essentially, all it really is an elevator speech. Some of you are probably familiar with the book Seth Godin wrote. What was it called? Tribes. Okay. So this is what it is. If you guys can create a tribe, if you can build your tribe, if you create a mass audience of raving fans, that's your tribe. But why do people gravitate towards a tribe or a culture? What is it that makes that happen? What is it that makes that possible? We're going to talk more about that. A unique language. Guys, words have power. That's snap. That's one of those things. You go somewhere and you feel slightly important. Don't you get a little kick when a new member comes in and you say, hey, tell me your snap? And they go, oh, I don't know what snap is. And then you see it, you watch it. The person in the community lights up like a bulb. I'll tell you what a snap is. And they explain it to them. And then they go to coach them and help them. Do you think that person feels important at that moment? Because they know what a snap is? They do. It's that unique language connection. And so you want to create your own unique language that only your tribe knows. Let me ask you a question. If you show up somewhere, let's say you show up to a meetup group, and you walk in and the sign's in English, and you walk in and you're the only person there speaking English. Are you going to feel comfortable? Are you going to feel a connection? Are you going to feel part of that tribe? Let me ask you this question. If you live in a community that has very little Latino people, and you're Latino, and you walk into a place, and the sign's in English, and you walk in, and the entire community is Latino, what are you going to feel if less than 1% of the population is Latino? What are you going to immediately feel? What do they speak? What do they have in common? A language. Even if you speak English, doesn't matter. That's your roots. That connection, that language, those words have power. You want people to be part of a community and you want them to come back. There needs to be a structure. I can't remember who it was, if it was Brian Tracy or Zig Ziglar or who it was, but I was reading one of their books and it talked about how they went into a barbershop. And the barbershop, when they walked in, they gave them some kind of herbal tea or a soda or whatever it was. And they walked in and they got the soda. And they were like, this is the coolest place ever. I just walked into the barbershop and they gave me a soda. And he's like, I'm definitely coming back. And so he went back. And the next time he went, he got a soda again. He's like, oh, this is the best place ever. The next time he went back to the barbershop, he said he would never go back. Do you know why? They didn't give him a soda. They gave him like an ice cream cone or something. They gave him something different than what he expected. McDonald's, how many of you guys feel they have the best burger? They deliver on one thing. It's consistency. You go to McDonald's, it is going to be the exact same bad burger every single time. And you go back because you know exactly what you're getting. But if you had the option across the street for a much better burger, maybe an In-N-Out burger. How many of you like In-N-Out? I love In-N-Out burger. You're gonna do better. So I'm going into In-N-Out and my wife, she doesn't want to wait in the line. So they have the system down, they know what they're doing, they get people in and out just like it says and it sounds. There's never not a long line in In-N-Out, I've never seen one. We go across the street and we pulled into McDonald's, literally across the street. We pulled into McDonald's and we got our burger in about 10 seconds because there was no line. And around, just next door to the McDonald's, they literally were willing to wait that long. And my wife got her burger and she drove by and she's like, I can't believe this. I've never seen anything like this. But now, she won't go to the McDonald's. She makes me drive to get to the In-N-Out. We drive 10 minutes to get to the In-N-Out and then wait in line another 10 minutes to get our burger. And so that's a 20-minute wait instead of getting it in 5 seconds at McDonald's. And so what you can see is there's definitely something they're doing right, okay? There's that structure, there's that expectation. So it's not just structure that is going to deliver. You can deliver the same thing over and over again, and McDonald's is probably one of the best at it and most established and extremely successful, but they don't even have the best burger.
They got bad burgers, university.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that goes to McDonald's that thinks they have the best burger, but they're still extremely successful. They're successful because they have the structure, they're dependable, have the relationship, and frankly, they were into the market a lot earlier than all the other burger joints, and they literally created the franchise model. So they have a very strong foundation that's not being shook. And even with the introduction of Wendy's and Five Guys and In-N-Out and all these other people, nobody's been able to stop them because they have mastered that structure and they know how to meet.
Most women go to McDonald's because you can count on they're going to have clean restrooms. Because Catch was a neat freak.
And you know they're clean. You know they're clean. There's that's part of that.
You go to a convenience store or a gas station, you don't know what you're going to get. You go to McDonald's, you know the restroom's going to be clean.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you started to go to McDonald's and consistently they weren't clean, would you go back?
No.
If you went through the drive-thru and all of a sudden burgers started tasting different, would you go back? No. I still go back to Taco Bell, but I'll tell you, they're probably the least consistent in delivering on that. The other day I went there and I bit into the something that I ordered just the next day, and it was so hard I couldn't even chew the wrap because one of their employees had decided to wrap it their own way, and I couldn't chew it. So my solution was to tear the next one's top off and then eat it. And I had to open it like a soda can.
It was food.
And it was food, right? So if you're going to get people to come back, they've got to have a reward. Rewards can come in financial ways, but rewards often come in other ways. Maybe they just want to be heard. As entrepreneurs, are we always heard? Do we always have a voice? Do people want to hear about our ideas? A lot of people don't. You go to your family member and they go, it doesn't matter how successful you are, they always want to say, you remember when you lost your car? Why don't you get a real job? You hear those things as entrepreneurs as you go through different phases. You do. You hear those things, right? But that's not the only reward. Financial is a great way to get people coming back, but there's a lot of organizations where there's no tangible financial reward and they still have raving fans and people keep coming back and back and back and back. I bet some people make money from Toastmasters would be an example, but most people learn a skill and they're heard. Are they not heard? Think about yourself. What is it that you can uniquely give to people that's a tangible reward, financially or otherwise? Because like Ron, you were saying the other day, send out the newsletter and offer them some money. That's a great strategy and a lot of people make it. And it's so funny how many times I go into a business as a consultant and they're not doing it. They're not asking for referrals and they're not offering any money, right?
That wasn't my thought. When that money was, if they gave referrals, they have a special program for people who did referrals. That would be over and above the normal. It wasn't a financial thing. It was something that related to what they would want.
Okay, so like a good example of what you were saying right now, and that's successful, but maybe not viral, would be Dropbox. They say share this link on your social media, share it on your Twitter profile, and every single person that signs up for Dropbox, you now get 5 extra gigabytes of storage. Okay, that's
viral. That's compensated viral.
Has it done really well? And so that's very simple, like what Ron said. And the tangible offer, if I said, I'm going to give you an extra 50 cents a month, because that's what it might be worth. People aren't going to do anything, but there's that perceived value. And the perception of value can even be in gamification. How many requests do you get on Facebook? The perceived value. Share this with your friend and the reward is your farm is not going to die. You're going to get a pig. It's not even a real pig, guys. Thankfully, I think I've got it down. I think I've opted out of every game. I haven't gotten a game request in so long. Enlightenment. If they feel and experience some form of enlightenment, are they going to come back? They feel inspired. They feel driven to be more. Are they going to come back? Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't you guys want to be part of this community I'm talking about right now? Well, I'm not even done with just these elements. Guys, most communities don't have half of these elements or even a quarter of these elements. But if they
Can I bring
did...
my community too?
Huh?
Can I bring my community too?
Exactly. You know what? Your community's so good, we're just going to bring our whole community to yours, right?